Mambo?
Fiti Sana, how are you?
I'm good.
How's this whole thing like taking you? Like, are you good? Are
Yeah,
you
I
safe? Have you
mean,
been tested?
yeah, that every day I feel like it gets better. Not the
Yeah,
situation, but the mental acceptance of the whole vibe.
yeah,
So actually, the first few days was kind of traumatizing because for me personally, I live by myself. So
yeah.
it hits you
So,
when you have the feeling like you can't be free.
okay,
And
so
it's
before we start off, I'm sorry, just introduce yourself for people who don't know you, because your episode is still not yet out, and it's gonna come out like, probably after 2 more months. So,
oh my God, it's long.
but listen, you remember even when we were shooting, I was telling you, like, I don't know why I shoot so many episodes in advance, but it's
Yeah.
gonna air out later. But it's because I was always planning for,
Okay,
such times.
so I should
Yeah,
introduce myself. So,
yeah.
hey guys, what's up? I hope you're having a nice time. So, my name is Lena Witha. You can see it on my bio. I am from Kenya. I'm living in Berlin, Germany. And this is my friend. Like, he's such an amazing person. And we're gonna have a small talk about this
It,
coronavirus issue.
the whole situation, yeah. So let's
Yeah.
just start off. I think we can do like 15 minutes, like I was telling you earlier. I'm just trying to cut this one short so
Okay.
that I can post them like, almost like the next day and just update guys with what's happening. So like, what's the situation like in Germany and how is it like just affecting you in person?
The situation here is like there of course there are more and more cases coming up all the time, and the people are supposed to keep their social distance. You're not supposed to walk more than two people together. So they ban all public events, all schools are closed, like pretty much everything. And the people like are more here in Germany that we don't have like the whole, but we can go outside,
Yeah.
but like in Berlin, because it's a city and the people here lived in like houses, in
Mm,
apartments, so we don't have
mm,
like gardens or places where you can be home, so you're gonna be
yeah.
trapped in a small apartment. So they're
Mm.
trying really to make it possible that the people have an opportunity to go outside, but in a very careful way. Yeah.
So you're limited to how you walk around. Like,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
happens if
there's
you walk like three
police. You have
people?
to always have your ID with you. If they see you, you can't just be chilling. You have to go, maybe either you have an appointment, or either you are going to the hospital, or you're
Yeah.
going grocery shopping. You have to have a reason to go outside.
Mm.
It's
And
so
is this
scary. It's like ghost city. You go outside and it's like empty.
Oh, wow. And this
Yeah.
is Berlin where people, are always like walking around during the day,
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
pictures, fresh air. I always see like your Instagram just looks so peaceful when you're walking around.
Yeah, it's so nice. And right now it's like finally springtime and we can't enjoy the sun, and we are just
Oh,
coming from winter, and we
oh
can't go
Lord.
outside to just like get like to enjoy the weather. So
Mm.
this is kind of, sorry, this is kind of
No,
very
it's all good.
stressful. Yeah.
So how does this like also like now affect like your work? Because I know like for most people like just models, you definitely have to go to those shoots. If it's a
Yeah,
runway,
man.
and I've been seeing like the kind of work you're doing. The runways are insane, crazy. You're doing a good job.
Thank you, but right now we're fucking jobless. Like all the shoots canceled, everything is
Yeah.
postponed to like indefinite, nobody knows nothing. So we just hope
Mm-hmm.
like in a few weeks like the whole situation is contained and we can go back to our lives. So everything is like, you have to, if you can do something online, that's what you do. And now
Yeah.
I'm doing like the YouTube thing with my friends, so we can film from home. So
Yeah.
this is going on. And but like job wise, everything
Yeah.
is like pretty much closed. And for me personally, I'm affected because like I can't do
Those gigs bring you
everything.
money.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's really, I don't know, it's, I hope soon it's back because your girl is home.
Okay, so now if
Yeah.
let's just think about it this way, like worst case scenario, like the US had said it's gonna take like a couple of months, right?
Yeah.
That's what they said. And if, let's say, it takes more than, I'm just thinking out loud, what if it takes more than like 6 months? What then? Do you have any plans in store for like what you're gonna do or?
Well, for me personally, I am
Yeah.
working on some stuff where I can be able to do them online from home. So I do other
Mm-hmm.
stuff and I work from home a lot. So
Yeah.
I still can work a little bit from home, but with the modeling jobs, they really have to wait because I have to keep my social distance.
Yeah.
But on the other end, here in Germany, the government always, the system will take care of the people. So people will get, you always get some, like, they say that's a certain percentage of your income. So you're
Oh,
still,
wait, they'll give you guys money?
yeah, yeah.
They'll give you money?
They have a budget of a couple of million euros. So I don't know. They have a budget. I'm sorry, I don't have my figures right because I didn't
Yeah.
know. But the
But
government
they'll
has,
make sure like you get something at,
yeah, yeah, yeah. You get a certain percentage of your income, and if you're self-employed, they're gonna make sure like they push forward the days to declare your taxes. So yeah, I mean, the
Oh,
people will
Lord.
be okay, and yeah,
Okay,
it's
we're waiting for
Germany.
Kenyan. We are waiting as Kenyans. We're waiting for that announcement. Maybe they'll announce it tomorrow that they'll be giving us
Tagoda!
money, money and food.
Tagoda!
But you see, okay, but you see, that's why I think also it's so important at a time like this for people to understand why in other countries maybe taxes are high and where taxes go and where they
Yeah,
can actually
actually,
come in
like
handy.
the situation is kind of scary. Like everything, people are dying every day, and we see
Yeah.
like how
Mm.
it's even affecting the people. Everybody's walking around with so much fear, and it feels like a wild war, like a cold, like a very, it's crazy out here, man. It's like I can't believe like this is happening, you know. But at the same
Looks
time, I
like a
thank,
movie.
yeah, it's like a movie, man. But at the same time,
Yeah.
I thank God
Mm.
because, like, in my country, like the country where I am right now, it's like the system works, and they're gonna make sure like the people who are at home are gonna really like be helped in a way to kind of survive.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's also a time for people to. I'm personally taking it I have to decide: should I get depressed about it, or should I use
Yeah.
this moment to reinvent myself? So I'm sure
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
after this, people will come up with really an idea what the
Changed.
fuck
Yeah.
they want to do with their lives. Yeah.
Mm. I think
Yeah.
it's made people like, because I think it got to a point like even like last year, if you think about between last year and this year, things were moving just too fast.
Yeah,
Too fast.
exactly. And too fast, and now people have time to be home with their families and
Yeah.
to get to know themselves better.
Well, for me, I'm not going to visit my mom, but she just understands, because she's slightly older, so I just have to stay away because I'm always like moving up and down, and maybe my immune system might be slightly stronger because like we're told, like older people affected like more deeply than slightly
Yeah,
younger
yeah,
people.
that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we also have to put that into consideration. Then, okay, since
And how is it in Kenya?
I mean, you know how Kenyans, yeah, we're taking all the extra precautions, but not everybody's doing it. So it
And
just
the
seems
people,
like,
yeah. I mean, it's
seems
Kenya
like,
is more scary. I can imagine because like in the marketplace,
oh Lord,
in
yes,
the matatu.
yes, yes. Like here's the thing, because now, like for me, the thing is, okay, I haven't gone to town like in a week, but I don't have any reason to go there
Yeah,
because in normal occasions, I do go on in and out of town.
yeah.
And the last shoots that I did were somewhere in Westland. Those ones I used Uber. But every time, like I'm in my estate, when I'm outside, I look at the matatu, and then I look at the bike, and then I look at my Uber app. I'm like, okay, even the Uber, I'm not sure who's been in the Uber, so let me
Maybe
take
you,
a
the Uber
bike.
driver, you'll be like, you
Yeah,
go in and you tell him to open all the damn windows.
I know. That's the thing as well. But regardless, there's just too much paranoia with everything, and the only unfortunate thing is like you can't even like there's some things you would try and avoid, but they'll still be around you, especially like in Kenya. So you just have to take extra precaution. If you don't have to go out, you don't have to go out.
Just
play your role.
Point,
And for people who they know they're traveling or still moving around, they're being a bit reckless. So sorry to say, but they're being a bit reckless because we're just trying to slow it down. We're not trying to treat it, but we're just trying to slow it down. So everybody needs to play their role.
Yeah, that's the point, because like they say all the time, I'm sure like everybody knows by now, like we have to bring the graph down to stop the spread. So the more distance, like I personally don't go out unless I have to go now to the grocery store or have an appointment like at something urgent, or to go and work. But in the general point, I feel like it's very selfish for young people to just be like, yeah, I can get it because I'm young.
Yeah.
Like that's really so unfair, because you're gonna spread it, and it's always like one person can give it to two people, and two people can give it to other two people. So I feel like but here it's working. The people are more keeping distance, and
I've just been sent a video. I wish I could play it, but I don't know if I can do that like on my live. But they showed like some guy who was like, the way Italy is on lockdown.
Yeah.
Some guy was just strolling around the streets, and within like 2 minutes, cops had surrounded him and like put him in cuffs and everything, and they masked and everything. So it was just so funny, but they're taking it seriously.
Yeah, it's really serious. And I also saw it like in Israel, like they're using the technology to like track people, and they can see your stupid ass leaving the house, going to really do stuff. And this is so crazy. I mean, I feel like technology is taking over.
Yeah. So now, I mean, speaking of which, like, how's like just like what did I want to ask before I forget it? What other businesses are like seriously affected, like within the environment where you stay?
Here I would say like the whole tourism industry is dead. Like from the flights.
Do they depend on tourism a lot?
Yeah, it's such a big thing, like all the hotels. And for example, in Berlin, it's such a business city. So many people, like Berlin has so many hotels, like over 300 hotels. And they're always like with guests all the time, because it's a capital of Germany. So it's like right now they have to close. There's nobody coming in. So that's a loss of business for them, like totally. I have a friend of mine from Kenya. And he works in the hotel, and I met him the other day, and he was like, they had to go home because they had to close everything, because nobody is allowed to go in the hotel for like holiday. You have to have, right now it's crazy. All the restaurants, like pretty much all the shopping malls are closed, all the shops. It's so crazy. The only thing that is open is just like the necessities, like I have to remember this word in English. Chemist.
Which one? Oh yeah, the pharmacies. The pharmacies.
Thank you. The pharmacy.
I got you.
Thank you. The pharmacy, the supermarkets, the doctor, just the basic stuff, like to keep the life going on. But for the business people, it's really crazy now. Even in Berlin, especially, all the parties are cancelled. There's no all the festivals, and not only now, even the ones that are supposed to happen in the summer, they are cancelled.
Yeah. Okay. So, and like another like just important thing, because this was like a debate in the States, and I think like in Kenya we're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, okay, just in case somebody tests positive, right?
Yeah.
In Germany, do they treat you for free? Does insurance cover? Like, how is that dealt with? Because then again, like Germany, if it's in Kenya, and somebody's told like, yo, if we're taking you to hospital, your bill is gonna come to like 150 Gs or 200 Gs, and this is an ordinary Mwananchi who's already not making money. I'd be like, hey, you know what? Just leave me at home. Yeah. Let me see. Somebody typed a question here.
That's so
the rate of infection among NYPD cops and TA bus drivers is crazy because people are still out there. Yeah. In New York, that's the only unfortunate part. And even like, you guys use trains as well, right?
Yeah, we have the train, the subways, and the buses.
The subways, yeah.
But I feel like the most dangerous thing to do is to take the subway, because like that thing goes down through that hole and there's no fresh air. Like, it's so
But
crazy.
are they parked like, the subways that, you see New Yorkers take like during rush hour, or like, is it where? Was it China and Japan? Like, I hear there's some places where during rush hour it's just like
in Berlin, yeah, this it's so crazy. Like,
are they still working? Are they still functional?
I mean, people are not going to work. A lot of offices are.
Oh yeah.
So
okay,
right now, even if you go in the train, you're just like really less people, and everybody. One person is sitting here, the other person is going far away.
Social distancing.
So right now, everything is still working, because some people, like, especially like the people who are working, the social workers, they need to go to work. But pretty much everything is like, people are keeping their distance. And me personally, I'm going to take the tram. Like,
no way. You're saying no way. Well, it's tricky. Or trust me, at least there is some care, but not like here. Like here, it's tricky.
Yeah, I feel like pretty much the German people, they're always taking care about so much stuff. And for them, people are they're very cautious people, and this is the moment where everybody is really taking care, and it's real, because I feel like when it started, it was far away.
It was not taken seriously. Like, yeah, everybody's like chilling at home and everything.
And now it's here, it's real. And I see all the time in the TV how it is in Italy, and how they transport those dead bodies, and this makes me feel like
I saw like there wasn't even space for some of the bodies. So like, I see like some are being put, like there's some coffins there, so people just go straight to. And this is on video. So like,
and you asked me a question about how the people gonna pay it here. Pretty much everybody who is legally is supposed to have a health insurance. So if you work, you pay a health insurance, and this is gonna be covered by the health insurance, because pretty much everybody is supposed to have a health insurance. Yeah.
So that's mandatory there.
Yeah. It's like.
It's not like Kenya.
No. Here you need, for you to be like in the system. The system requires you to have a health insurance, which you pay for.
That's nice.
Yeah, here you have to. It's a must for you to pay. If you're working, you pay for your health insurance, your retirement benefits, and also like so.
See, how do I get citizenship there? I'm asking now, and I'm doing this podcast. I'm just asking people. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's get married.
Tell them your boyfriend is coming in the next few weeks. Oh Lord. But it's just reassuring, and I can only imagine being, in those countries. At least it gives you like a sense of like, like reassurance. Just in case I fall sick, at least I'll get treatment. You see, now the biggest concern and worry here is if somebody's like, the one thing you shouldn't like wish for anybody to get it, because now we don't know about like if you're really gonna get treated, even if it's for free. Maybe it's just the testing portion, but what about treatment? Like care. Okay, there's no treatment yet, but just like the medical care that they're supposed to give you, like, will it exceed like your savings? Will you have to break the bank when doing it?
I don't think
that's the biggest concern.
Yeah, that's a big problem in Africa, pretty much. And for me personally, like, this is, I mean, I feel like in Europe, the system is like in Germany, they make it really possible. Like, if you are sick or you have if when it comes to health, unless you want to go get plastic surgery or you want to get some new shiny teeth,
sparkling white teeth, then
you have to take the cost. And when it comes to like health is like a necessity for a human being, and they make sure like everybody is gonna get proper. But now the problem is, like, we hope the cases don't go high, because there will be no beds, there will be nobody to take care of it. So that's the problem.
Yeah, are your numbers growing high, or are they like,
For now they're growing, but not as fast as Italy or Spain
even
or
Spain is
England.
crazy.
It's crazy. It's like everything is like rocketing every day. And for us, it's like not so much crazy, but of course it's increasing, and over 100 people have died and stuff. So it's real. But the biggest problem is if they can't contain the situation in the hospitals. This is so crazy.
How are they? Because what we're seeing like now in the streets, what they're doing in Nairobi, is they're testing the temperature thing. And I'm trying to explain to some of my friends that we're talking to, and I'm telling them like that's not a test of corona. That's like a thermometer. It's just like a more hygienic thermometer because it doesn't touch you.
Yeah.
So it's just checking like your temperature, and you could be suffering from something else, another ailment.
You could have even another infection or something. Yeah, I mean, the people, there are places, there are testing points in Berlin.
You can just walk in somewhere if you want to go.
There's a lot of people. There are big lines. They have like some place where they already testing centers, and you can wait in line and you get tested. Yeah.
Okay, then that's not bad. And then because now I'm seeing we have actually already exceeded my time.
Oh.
I'm trying to keep them 15 minutes, and like with me, once we start talking, this can go over and over again. And I'm telling everyone, what we're doing is I'm trying to make them short, and I can always like call you back for another update. So maybe next week I can still reach out to you, and you can just give me an update on what's happening there.
Yeah, of course. I'll be reporting for you live from Germany.
Oh, so guys, if you don't know, you're my correspondent now. You're my Kiss-Capade podcast correspondent. Yes.
Don't worry, I'm gonna let you know how everything is, and I pray like this goes over. And for me, my family is in Kenya, so I'm personally kind of safe here, but at the same time, I'm worried about my parents. They are older, and my family lives in Mombasa and Nairobi, Tomaze. So
but I've heard like the heat maybe is probably one of the things that's favoring Africa. I'm not sure, but that's just like a theory.
I feel like I have to do. I'm just gonna pray like for everybody. For you take care. Don't stay indoors.
I'm indoors, trust me. I'm just going out for food and I'm coming back. I'm shooting my videos. Like I said, I already have content backed up and I'm just now editing and stuff. But otherwise, if I don't need to be out there, I don't need to be out there.
Maybe now our video will come faster.
No, when do you want it to come out? Should I? But it has to be like after a month at least.
Of course, no worries, no hurry. We'll be on live in the meantime.
Yeah, and we can still like give people like just a little bit of snippets. By the time your full episode comes out, like they have so much that they can actually like just now understand the whole person who is talking, and this is what they normally do in their daily life. Yeah, and that's what I would like it to be.
I can't wait to see it, and I hope I'll be able to come home soon if they open the borders for us to travel. So
yeah, man, everybody's waiting for that because everybody's just stuck. Nobody wants to go. Who wants to even travel anywhere? But unless you have even with a private jet, you still have to jet down and pass through like some form of
it's not
security
easy,
somewhere.
Especially like when you have your family across the continent. So, and I'm not in a position to go see them if I want to. So we pray the world is gonna get better.
First of all, even if you come to Kenya right now, we have to give you we're not even calling you for 14 days,
Tikuji.
Okay, so just last one before I leave you. What
advice
do you have for people who are just like watching or listening? Any last words you want to give them before we finish up?
It's simple. # stay indoors, stay at home. Don't be selfish. Stay at home and take care of each other.
Do you have a stay-at-home challenge? Are you doing anything?
I'm doing YouTube now, and I'm learning to TikTok. Man, I'm like learning all the TikTok stuff, and I'm just doing more stuff like personal growth and doing like organizing my life and doing stuff that I should have done a long time.
Just keeping yourself occupied. Don't go crazy because Pia, if you just stay idle, I just start thinking about way
No,
too
no,
many
no. You have
things.
to keep your mind busy. Read books and
Yeah.
like do something. Like really, you have to keep yourself occupied. And I'm sure people realize so many stuff that their potential that they never
Yeah.
knew. Like they could do so much. So yeah,
Plus,
just
plus
keep
getting
yourself
new skills.
occupied.
And one more thing before you go. One more
Yeah.
thing that you're supposed to do. What's the one thing that you're supposed to do?
To clean your hands.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, clean, stay hydrated. This I feel like this is something people. This goes without saying.
Yeah. No, true. True.
Yeah, you
That's
should
a
always
fact.
clean
That's a
your
fact.
hands with corona or without corona. Clean your hands. Don't be hygienic. Don't just cough on people's mouth. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I feel like in Africa, I fear for you people.
Hey, wait. Don't even say it. Don't even get me started. Let's just leave it
Yeah,
at that, and
yeah.
we'll catch up next week. But this will be up by the audio will be up by tomorrow. I'm posting like all the audios by tomorrow, and then
Okay.
I'll find a way of doing like the videos as well and just posting them immediately as well.
Awesome.
So thank you. Take care,
Thank you
and
so
we're doing
much.
another session next week. Take care.
Ciao.
Bye bye.